For those of you who are unaware, this episode will contain slight spoilers for the story. Are the winter cream? I can't say that. I've been
Say winter cream.
He's been saying winter cream all day. Not cream, cream.
Nope,
winter
it's
cream.
cream.
Winter cream.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome back to Server Restart In. It's a weekly World of Warcraft podcast where three opinionated players like to get together and discuss their thoughts on the current state of the game. My name is Jim. I'm joined by Kristen
Hi.
and Brian.
Hi.
Somebody's having a conniption fit.
Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard.
And so, yeah. So, what's up? You all right?
Breathe now.
All right. Yeah.
Look.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
Okay.
That's just somebody's reaction to 9.1.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't know. So 9.1 is out. It's finally come out, and we, or at least Kristen and I, didn't. It's been out. What is today? We're recording on Thursday. It came out on Tuesday, so we didn't play it till today. You know, due to work schedules and all that
Life.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything going on. So we kind of have a fresh take on it. So we did it together, and we went through the, I guess, the majority of the story that is currently available. And now it's wait again.
Hurry up and wait.
I mean,
Time
but we
gated.
don't. But we don't know though, because I mean, is there any indication that you finished the story?
Well, I mean, we didn't finish the story in the beginning. We still had, it was all gated weekly. You know, like you are with renown levels and all that stuff. And I have a feeling it's going to be similar this way.
I think it's dumb. Let me just jump right in with all the dumb things that I think.
Yeah, she thinks it's dumb that she has no bag space.
Yes, I think it's dumb that they still give you, just give me gold. Stop giving me stupid freaking flavor items that I then have to turn into gold because I'm just going to get up on my mount and sell them and not read them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's some of the rewards.
And
stuff.
then the artifact stuff.
It's so sad because like you can actually see their pattern of junk loot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got that whole side of the game figured out completely. Like how much money, you know what I mean, things are worth.
Yeah.
What are we going to give people on a certain ratio? Like, and how much is that actually going to affect the economy overall? All this shit, right?
Yeah.
They got that figured out because they spent money doing that. They spent money
Yeah.
doing that. Time and effort and people did that instead of
The game.
making Korthia bigger than
Oh, it is small.
Yeah, it is
feels
small.
very small.
Yeah.
bigger than the auction house.
Yeah. And for the love of God, stop making me go back to my stupid sanctum area. Just let me freaking right click on the goddamn artifact power. Not, what is it now?
Anima.
Anima power. Just let me right click on it. Don't make me go back because now I have 10 things.
It is really
of
weird
anima
because
power.
the context of anima, which is what they said in the beginning of the storyline for Korthia, was like, oh, your anima's what, strong or stinky or smelly or fucking unique or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my anima. So if you collect other anima, and it's funny because I think somebody on Reddit said this, if Denathrius can take anima from other people and then like whatever they do, I don't know, would they drink it or some shit? Like
It's like a transfusion.
if they can, yeah, well, if they can do it, like why can't we do something like that
Yeah.
now?
Well, because
retcon that shit.
Because we're not taking the anima into ourselves. It's being
Damn it,
put-
Jim, just go along with it.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
No, it's
Oh, another thing. Another thing. Oh my God. Could they just give us a stupid separate bag for quest items?
No.
So I'm not just an extra quest item space so I'm not clogging up
Didn't a game do that? What game
my
did that?
inventory. Final Fantasy does that.
No, there's plenty of games that do that.
Final Fantasy does that. Yeah, there's a separate thing and you go over and that's where all your quest items are and it doesn't impact your inventory, which is great because I don't have any fucking inventory space. So, yeah.
That's a personal problem, but
Yeah, that's a druid problem because I have 4 specs and I like to play them and I have to have different gear for each spec. So,
just make
It's
3
not-
other druids.
I know. I don't know why I'm
I
not
have,
doing that.
I don't know. I have
I have a hard enough time playing one.
25.
We don't want to know
Death
about your death knights. No, we don't want to know.
Knights.
about your
I have 25 of them.
Yeah. I have a hard enough time playing one character. I can't even imagine playing any more. Like,
I know.
it's terrible. It's so bad.
So-
And
Well, what did you guys think about the opening?
So let's start with that, right? So it starts off with basically the opening cutscene, right? Or the trailer where Anduin shows up. I think I called him Rathian or something like
you
that.
did call him Rathian. That was funny.
Because I don't remember who the fuck this kid is. No, just a bunch of snot-nosed brats.
Oh my
You know, it
God.
opens up with the whole thing where he steals the sigil from the
Or,
no.
Bastion.
Archon. Archon.
yeah.
Archon.
Yes,
That chick.
yeah.
You know, go through that, and then we
That
get
chick.
yeah, that chick. Maybe
The
I don't
cutscene
know.
we saw like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Right, which is fine. I mean, that's typically kind of how it goes.
Sure, a recap.
And
That,
then-
that's
Shut
cool.
up,
That's
Jim.
fine.
Good God.
No.
Say, oh.
Hold on. I'm just gonna shill here for Blizzard. I gotta read my script.
No, I that's fine. I needed the recap because God knows I haven't played for months. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but- so then
I don't
you know,
remember what happened.
we kind of go through this whole thing, and then what the next thing we do is we go to Ardenweald because Ardenweald's under assault. And I thought it was pretty interesting to see how like the Maw influence around Ouroboros is getting larger. So like as you go to like fly to Ardenweald or whatever, like the black stuff is starting to come up higher and be more influential and all that stuff. You know, and you go there and they're like, "Oh, Sylvanas is here." And I'm like, "Sweet."
Yeah, he was super happy.
You know, like so I thought the whole Ardenweald thing was pretty neat. It felt short,
Yeah.
just kind of run around doing a few things, and then you get the Tyrande versus Sylvanas stuff, which was a pretty fucking cool.
That was
cutscene.
pretty cool, and Tyrande
was
looked
good.
badass. I'm not gonna lie.
She was beefy.
She looked great. Like I was like, dang. And the whole thing with Alun kind of putting Sylvanas on the back foot with the Nathanos thing.
No, Tyrande, not alone.
Did I say Alun?
Yeah.
Oh.
When she said that she's going to take her head like
Like
she did,
and she's like Nathanos and
or as people like to say, Nathanos.
Nathanos. I say that Nathanos. I think it sounds better, Nathanos. It sounds more fantasy-like. But anyway,
But that's interesting though, because that means she
didn't
doesn't
know.
know that he has
and,
been
well,
killed.
and that's what Tyrande said. She's like, "Oh, the jailer's keeping secrets from you."
Yeah, well, you know that's the catalyst now. Like,
Yeah.
the cat's out of the bag. That's
Yeah.
the catalyst for her not helping him go through with everything. That's going to be the way it is.
Yep.
Well,
Which
that's the last bit of her humanity, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? Is her.
Yeah, but I mean,
Sure.
if you're a freight train on fire, full of
Full
explosives
full of dead
on
night
the
elves.
moon,
yeah.
on the moon, and you're traveling 1,000,000 miles an hour, what the fuck does it matter? What does your little boyfriend that you didn't even give a shit about anyways
well,
really matter?
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I feel like that's a pretty shitty catalyst because either they were super subtle, like way down low under the radar with that, which they haven't. That's not Blizzard's forte.
I think they did a really good job shoving that in the back. I will say, I won't lie. I like that. It's
Right.
annoying that that's going to be what pulls her back because we know it is.
Right.
So you know what I mean.
Well,
At least it's going to be the catalyst which drives that other piece.
I think it's going to be part of it. I don't think it's going to be the entire thing.
Well, it's probably the Anduin thing too. Like, I mean, we've clearly seen,
Well, yeah.
you saw even in that cutscene, again, her, her
Well,
little.
she's seeing another Arthas be made,
Yeah.
right? And so
Well,
and she's just like,
and him
this
not being
isn't-
given a choice, like she wasn't
Well,
given a choice. And
he was given a choice and didn't choose it, and so he was made to serve,
Right.
kind of thing.
Right.
It wasn't like it was either do it on your own or do it
which is
anyway.
not a
you know.
choice.
Well, yeah, it's
if they would have let him,
It is a choice,
Yeah.
but it's not like
well,
it's either you're going to do it, but it's how you do it is the choice. So I don't know. I think maybe she's starting to realize that, that maybe like this whole end goal isn't,
the ends don't justify the means.
well, it's not just like this grandiose, destroyed the machinations of death or the cycle of death kind of thing. Like there's something else going on here, which. Oh, I was gonna say because so we kind of now know why Zorval was locked away, right? Is all the Eternal Ones
He wanted those sigils.
were given sigils, which means he had a sigil too. So right, so there would have been 6 of them: the 4 main covenants, the Arbiter, and the Jailer, right? And so he's collecting them. So the last ones left that they know about are the Wintercreen. I can't say that. I've been
Say winter cream.
He's been saying winter cream all day. Not cream.
Nope,
winter
it's
cream.
cream.
Winter cream. Yeah. The winter cream.
I don't know if I'm like
the
trying to say
title.
like yeah,
That's the title.
the winter
Winter
cream.
But so the Winter Queen, the Arbiter, and there was, I guess they don't have the Primus
No, they got Denathrius.
because they have Denathrius and they took
Those 2. So that's
Right.
3.
so 3 remaining was the Arbiter, the Winter Queen, and the Primus.
Yeah, and so Draka said she couldn't find the sigil anywhere around,
Right.
which means I think maybe he has it. Maybe he has it in him. Maybe
Well, so the Archon had it in him. The Winter Queen. God, I can't. The Ardenweald chick can't, or she put it in the heart of the forest,
Yeah.
so she didn't even have it on her.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about that cutscene.
Oh,
How shit. So when we're going to check on it at the heart of the forest, and it's blocked off, and Anduin's in there, and Jaina's like, Anduin, yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna
God.
see-" Did you see how shitty that looked?
Yeah.
Like the
bad.
Like, he's
I'm
so
like,
bad.
Everything looked like shitty clay.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
if you look at even Sylvanas in that
Yeah.
cutscene where she
Yeah.
starts with Jaina, it still starts pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the.
I'm sure that is a case of work from homeism over the last year or whatever they've been working
How?
on it. I'm willing to bet that
There's in-game models. They've had in-game models for these cutscenes for how long? The Anduin one I could see because
Yeah,
that's
I
a
mean,
new one. But Jaina, no. I mean,
no. I mean, you're talking about animations and probably workflows that go into changing those animations between sequences. Like, I'm sure there's a
No,
lot
the
more to
art,
that with their little
though.
it was
system and stuff.
yeah, but it wasn't
It was-
just the animation.
it was
It
the
was the
art.
texture.
Yeah,
Like,
the texture.
Anduin looked like he was melting.
Yeah. It was the
skin.
textures.
And I don't know. It was weird. It just was just like I was like,
The bouncy animations got me. Like,
well, they've always
I'm
had
a-
kind of like that weird like.
I didn't
You
know.
can't- you can't-
it was super. It was bad. It was worse than it. You could tell overall quality wise,
Yeah.
production quality. You could tell it was a little bit lower.
Which is a little scary because for me, the art team has been straight up carrying the expansion so far.
Well, it's
And-
not an art design. It's animation.
No,
That's
for me, it was the art. For me, Jaina looked horrible. It looked like Like
That's
the
just, that's just
textures.
weird though. Like I don't see why they would. I mean, there would be no reason. It seems like all that's going to be recycled stuff at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
not anything
the
new.
problem is they weren't using enough winter cream on their skin.
The winter cream.
Winter
but
cream.
but the cinematic part looked great.
Yeah.
Like that fight, right? But like
Yeah.
just it was just that one, and I
Yeah,
guess
it
there
was-
haven't really been any other ones yet in the
I
story.
feel like I need to go back and rewatch it. Maybe I'll watch it on YouTube and see.
You can go watch it on. You can go clip it on my stream because I was streaming while we were playing.
Okay, I'll go do
Uh,
that.
Okay. So in-game stuff, right? Bolvar's hammer.
Oh,
Did you
looks
get
good.
up close and look at that motherfucker?
It looks good.
Like when you first talked to him, like in Orbos or whatever, the animation on that
Yeah.
damn thing is fucking awesome.
It was really cool.
like it's got the fire coming out of the
And
head
a
of it.
skull or whatever on it.
Oh,
It looks really cool.
go find him and look at his hammer. That is
Yeah.
an awesome fucking looking weapon.
Yep.
You know, yeah, so that was awesome. And then so we're doing all that stuff, and then where do we go? We were so we're going to find the other waypoint, right? The anchor, and we're doing all this shit with Venari. And then Helia shows up, and it's what did you say? You said hell yeah,
Hell yeah.
So it's like, okay, so Helia's stealing the Valkyr
Yep.
to make the Mossworn, or to make some of them at least, the flying ones, right? So and then we got to go to Skyhold, which I'm like, okay, we're going to the warrior class. Oh, this is pretty fucking cool, you know? And Odin's just getting
Yeah,
all
that was
fucking
neat.
bitchy that she's like doing this, and it's like, you kind of fucking forced her into it.
Yeah.
Like, does
I
Odin
mean, he does not really have a big leg to stand on
Like,
with anything with Helia because he
He's-
was the
yeah.
one who put her in that position to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
like, they're using my eye.
like, oh no, you forced her to do something and now they're, getting their revenge. Shocker. What, did you think they were going to be happy about that?
I
they
do
were
like
just,
I do like to say though, my all-time favorite line was said during that when you talk to him, where Odin's he just goes, "Buy my beard." Because it's like, what was it in Anchorman? There's a line, Great Odin's beard or something like that, and it's just like
No.
by Odin's beard or Great Odin's ravens and all that stuff. I'm like, that was
and what was the quest called when you left Skyhold? It was one of those things too.
Oh, it was
It was
funny. I think
Mimi.
you commented on it.
It was moss-splaining.
Yeah, moss-planing.
And I'm
That's
like,
right.
oh
That's
man.
right. Yeah, because you were like, look at the quest title. And I was like, oh, because I don't ever.
I was like, yeah, you didn't look at anything.
I didn't look at anything.
I got sidetracked for like 20 minutes because he said bear witness. And then I'm like, oh, bear witness. So I had to Google bear witness memes for like 20 minutes to find a good
Oh
one.
my God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear God.
I found some great ones too.
I'm
That
sure.
kind of makes me sad because there was I saw a news article today. Apparently, there was like a bear that's been wandering around the Midwest, like
yeah.
like
Like
from
a
like
hobo bear?
from Wisconsin down to Louisiana. He was in St. Louis for a while, and they moved him. Apparently, he got hit by a car, and they had to euthanize him.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like down in Louisiana or whatever. Like some lady called because like there's a bear that won't leave my yard. It's like, okay, yeah, he can barely. It's like he had spinal injuries and stuff. There was no other reason, but
Barely get around.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh no!
You were gonna say something. It
You were
sounded
very
like
I
you
wasn't-
were.
I wasn't.
I took the torch and just finished for you. That's all.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
no, I wasn't really going for anything like that. But your pun did make me think about that. And that was kind of sad. But anyway,
It's kind of sad. That is kind of sad. Was he didn't hurt anybody or anything? He was
No,
just
he
walking around, just
he walked like
chilling.
I don't remember how
That's
long they
kinda
said
sad.
it was, but I mean like 1,000 miles or something like that from up north down.
Wow.
And it's just like
And he just got hit by a
they called him
car.
Bruno. He was nicknamed Bruno, the wandering bear.
Oh my God.
This is kind of sidetracking a little bit, but do they track? Do they put trackers on bears like whenever they?
I think it depends on the reason. Like I don't know if they were tracking him or
It was just like a sighting of him.
I
like
don't, I
sightings,
don't, I don't
bear
think, I don't
sightings?
think he was tracked. I don't think wild bears get tracked like that unless there's like some sort of either study going on or it's like in a protected area where like, and this is just all guessing. So somebody,
Yeah.
like the 5
Yeah.
people that listen can correct me about
Yeah,
U.S.
no, I'm
bear
asking
tracking.
because I don't know. I don't know
Yeah, I
if that's a
don't
thing
know
or
either.
not.
I'm sure it is, but with reason.
Right,
Like,
right, right. They
usually-
probably don't just go slapping trackers on every bear that comes.
Well, that gets expensive.
Yeah.
It's like they do studies for sharks and they
Yeah.
track sharks and all that stuff. But that's.
I'm sure they do like those wolves too. Like, remember the wolf things that was it the baby wolves that we were watching?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Baby wolves first
was up in
howl. Like, oh
Wisconsin.
my god, that is so adorable.
Well, they got trail camps set up on like a wolf preserve or whatever, and there's this
Yeah.
little wolf pup starting to howl.
Oh my
like almost
God.
falling over.
So adorable. Oh man.
But
Anyway,
so you do all that stuff, and then you get the horn, and you go down and you clear the way for the Valkyr to come down to try to beat Odin's Eye. I don't know if they're trying to take it back or whatever, and they chase it off, and then now the Eye of the Jailer's gone from the Maw, so you don't have that going on. And then,
See, I didn't get that far. I think that's kind of where I left off at.
yeah. I mean, it's nice to not have to worry about that.
yeah, so like I think unlocking Korthia gives you the mounts,
Yeah.
What mounts?
the ability to mount on the Maw.
Oh,
without a Maw
oh,
mount.
okay, yeah.
And
I thought
then-
you meant the mount themselves, and I was like, no,
No.
you have to get the rep thing.
No,
with them.
no, no. It gives you the ability to summon your mounts.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is-
because
which
I
is
can.
nice.
That was really nice because I could sell things in the mall now. Because God knows I have to because I have like 2 bag spaces, and those get filled up real quick.
We go with the bag again.
Animal
Yeah.
power- I'm telling you, man.
But so then the Valkyr takes you back to Korthia, and they have a little chat with some of the Kyrian that are there going, oh, you look kind of familiar. Because, like, they do basically the same thing. Like, oh, we're going to have to talk about it and share tales of glory, when things calm down, kind of whatever. I don't know. I was paying attention to everything that was going on and reading all the quests.
Don't look at me like that. I was
Like,
done.
I'm still picking up a quest, like, one out of like 3, and she's already got them all like halfway through with them. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, we were in
I
there,
was done.
and she was walking around, and there's like this little corgi lost druid spirit in the river of
I
souls.
was
or
like,
whatever.
oh, there's a little
Oh.
druid. I'm like, I can't heal it or anything. It's
But then we got the quest
to pick 'em up.
for the assault.
Yeah.
So have you got that far?
No.
So there's assaults that go on in the mall, and I don't know if they're weekly. And I think that there is a primary focus for each one. Like the current one is Ardenweald is like the main covenant leading it. Like all the covenants are present, but they're all like oh, did I say Kyrian? I meant Ardenweald.
It's okay.
Night Fae. It's a Night Fae oriented
Right.
quests and stuff like that. And like so you're helping them do stuff, and one of them is to go collect souls and
You had to put him in a little cradle.
the little leaf cradle thing that's like
Yeah,
that mount, and you
It's
send them back.
adorable.
But so that's going to be a system. There's a weekly quest in Korthia, like
Which another thing that I think is dumb.
which it's just to encourage you to.
Do Korthia.
Well, no, it's not just that. It's things in Korthia, the Maw, Torghast,
Well,
The
because you
Korthia.
can't
dailies.
because you can't push your story, your renown forward without having done that.
Right, it's one renown. I mean, but
It's 2, you said.
no, you get one from your anima, your weekly anima,
Right.
and then you get a second one, and you also get some of the mats for the legendary stuff, the Stygian embers, and another thing. And a
Wait,
chest.
there's
new legendaries coming out.
and different mats. So we're not going to soul ash.
You can Soul Ash I think is for the first 4 levels.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And yeah, and there's the new Stygian Ember stuff, but it's something that you don't have to do right away. And we got a late start, a couple days. I don't know if the assault changes every so often or whatnot, But I mean, doing the dailies in Korthia advances it. So it's something that you would, I guess, kind of organically get throughout the week doing it, kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't know what the.
Do your callings push it forward too? Is that what?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty much just
Yeah,
Maw
so
and
it's
Torghast
to make
centric.
you do the
Well, it's
content.
the new zone. That's
Yeah.
where everything kind of is gonna be centered. Your
Is
callings,
it a zone
Korth,
or is it just a z?
it's a
It's
sub.
a z.
Z. It's just a z.
It's just a z.
It's not big enough to
Not
call
big
a zone.
enough to
Oh.
be a zone.
Well, I guess technically it's a subzone of the Maw.
It is. I won't lie. I think that's interesting.
How they just
I
dragged
will.
it in.
Well, I mean, how it's really not intended to be like a full ass zone.
Oh, it's really just it's the ruins of a city.
The rest of the zone for the patch is the rest of the mall that we couldn't get to when we were dying nonstop. Like, so it's all that together now. And I mean, that's still not a whole hell of a lot, but it's still a little bit more than what we had before. So it's not such a bad thing. And I think it's kind of neat that it's like that. But then I think the underwhelming thing of walking into it was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
I think
I-
a lot of it
I'm not
is-
disappointed, but I have concerns for the longevity of this patch, which I hope is not.
Well, I mean, hopefully they're gonna do like a 1.5 or something, like a 915. No, like seriously,
No,
like if
no.
they do like another like small zone
I
of like
was-
915.
I was just thinking about our conversation earlier when we were talking about patches, and you're like, "Yeah, this is just 9.1,"
She's
and I'm
like-
like,
she's like,
I'm like,
"Where's
wait
the-"
a minute, wait, this is just the first patch. Oh, because we were looking at
She's looking for the meta
The
mount
meta
for the
mount.
zone to get
Yeah.
the mount.
Yeah.
Or the meta achievement like
Yeah.
Nazjatar had. I'm like, this isn't like Nazjatar. That was 9.2.
and I was like,
Battle for Zara Laura was 9.1.
yeah, and I was like, oh wait, this is just the first patch.
Yeah.
Like,
But what was it? What was in 8.1 though? Just the raid? I don't remember.
Did 8.1 do the unlock? No,
I
it
don't-
couldn't have.
remember?
I think it had Battle for Dazar lore and potentially the 2 boss raid.
That wasn't the war thing, was it? The war assaults or whatever it was?
The
that
Nazjatar, or you might have had the Nazjatar assaults, and you had to get the
No, no, no.
deck
No. Not in 8.1.
where you got
The-
the quest to get the dagger.
Oh, yeah, I don't
I think
remember
that was.
much.
I legitimately do not remember.
I want to say 9.2 was, or maybe it was. How many patches were there?
I don't know.
Were there 3?
3.
I think
Three.
I've
Yeah,
blocked.
because three would have been the old god stuff. 2 would have been Nazjatar and Mechagon. And 8.1 would have been, I don't know. I don't know. But this is only the first patch,
Yeah.
is the main thing.
Yes, that
So-
was the main point. That yes.
But there is a meta achievement, but it's including some other stuff. But it gives you like the hand mount,
Yeah, which is a crappy looking mount.
like
Sorry.
the thing from
Yeah,
Adam's Family. And it's special.
it's
is
not as cool as the crab mount.
it walks along like a hand, and it's special as it flips up. It goes like this.
No, I thought you were gonna do a middle
No, it's
finger.
not a middle finger.
That would be funny too.
The
Yeah.
middle finger would
I guess
be funny. Like,
I guess that's bad radio. I was making a jerk off motion.
yeah.
Sticks his thumb in the middle of the two.
Oh jeez.
Lord.
Yeah. No. I mean,
some of the. Have you looked at any of the armor and stuff? I don't know if
No.
that's crafted. Is that crafted armor? Oh god, that might be the legendary, which you can't collect the whole set, so it doesn't matter. I should stop talking.
no.
Wait,
we
you
haven't.
can't collect the whole set for the legendary.
Well, it probably is the
The
same.
look of the
appearance.
legendary set, yeah.
Well, you probably can, right? Because you get when you make the legendary items, you get the appearance, don't you? So you could be fully. You could make the appearance look that because you can do legendaries. You can transmog legendaries. The only ones you can't do are the warglaves. And
Really? You can't?
yeah, no, the warglaves are
The only ones that can transmog warglaves is the special transmog,
Yeah.
for demon hunters, what you get doing the Black Temple time walking.
Yeah.
And
Other
the only
than that,
reason you
can't
get that,
transmog them.
the only way to get that is if you have both Warglaives on a character.
Yeah.
God, make something stupid, why don't you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they have to have the both because you get the achievement, and so
Yeah, and I have both on my DK, and I think you
Yep.
have them on your
I have them on my
Warlock?
rogue.
Rogue? Yeah, so I can put the old ones on my DK and walk around, but that's kind of dim.
Yep. Yup.
Yeah, so like the story stuff, I thought was interesting. I really liked how they tied Odin back into it, and they brought in like the Skyhold stuff, and
I like how they're exposing more of how loosely put together, like how scrappy this dude's army and his whole plan really is.
you talking
You know
about
what I mean?
Zorval, or are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Yeah, like even though we really just don't still know shit about him,
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
And there's
yeah,
so much we don't know. You could tell like it's all very scrappy when you start highlighting these things that can fail very quickly, like Helya and the association and the association with Odin, and then his eye, and then even Sylvanas and how weak those links are. Like, I think that's kind of interesting, but still, like, I think that would give a platform into. Okay, somebody else is running the show. This guy can't, you know what I mean? Like, he's not as badass as he's, they made him out to be in the beginning. And maybe that's where the Nathrazim and then all the rest of the real shit comes into play.
So I think we skipped over it. I think I intended to bring it up, but we found out why they locked him away in the mall. And it's because I think maybe we talked about it briefly or whatever. The first ones or whoever the powers would be, gave them all their sigils, which were the keys, and he wanted to use them for
Forbidden knowledge.
I don't know if he felt that he could use them to get more information and power, and they're like, no, we've been entrusted with these to protect this and do all this stuff. Just slow your roll and just do your job, kind of thing. And he didn't want to, so that's why they locked him away, which probably pissed him off. And
I mean, wouldn't it piss you off?
I mean, if you're given a job and you want to do more than you're supposed to, I don't know. I mean, you kind of get an idea for that, but we still don't know if that's necessarily even true. I mean, that's just their perspective on it. Mm-hmm. So you didn't finish the story stuff, right?
Yeah, no.
Did you do the stuff for the, what was it called? The Far Scribe or something like that in Korthia? Where you have to go find the dude that's hiding, and you find like pieces of the book and stuff like that and clues about where he went.
It's not the dude that's hidden in the rock, right?
No. That was cool though.
Yeah, that was really neat. I like that illusion.
How like you get up close to it, the rock starts to get. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
That was really neat.
It's different than that. It's a similar thing. He's a different person. That's the archivist one.
Yeah, I think basically right after I opened up the flight path back to Venereal,
you were done.
I went back over there, and I think I started the quest to go into the other chunk of the mall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you didn't do.
Because I snuck around that area that I used to get killed in when I heroic leaped into it.
So you. I mean, I'm just saying you brought up the Nathrazim, but you haven't got to the part.
No, I haven't seen. I mean, I've read and seen bits about it.
Okay.
It's not.
that's
it's not a lot.
Yeah.
It's they just kind of pop up, and they're kind of like, oh. What are they doing here?
They just kind of pop up, literally. Like, there is no, foreshadowing.
Well, and like,
really.
we talked about this before. I think Brian brought this up, too. And he's like, I mean, because when we were talking about it, I guess, last time, and you're just like, are they just going to, like, shove them in just like they've been here the whole time kind of thing? And, like, Bolvar pretty much essentially says the same thing. He's like, they were supposed to be part of the Burning Legion, but what were they really doing there? And
right.
They could
Well,
be
yeah, because
anybody.
they legitimately, they can just disguise themselves as anything, apparently. It's, again, the illusion stuff again, right? Because we saw the rock and he was hiding in the rock. But then,
Well-
we thought this was a person. We thought this was a person that we were helping. And it turned out to be,
Minor spoilers, Brian.
oh, sorry. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think Brian cares. But like,
Sorry for anybody has not done
oh
this.
no. We'll throw
What do you
something.
mean? It's Monday. Everybody should have done it. by now.
Everybody's probably
All right.
done it.
All right, quiet.
Yes, Master.
For those of you who are unaware, this episode will contain slight spoilers for the story.
You need to
I'm going to
cut
clip that
out
and put it in
at
the beginning.
Put that out. Wait, what
Cut
was it?
it out.
Cut it out, then paste it back in.
Yeah. And so there. Now we're covered. But because we don't want people getting mad at us for spoiling the story.
A week later,
I mean, not everybody gets a chance to play it right away. We didn't
like
play-
us.
Well, you
Oh,
had
that was
to,
a
you
choice.
had to play other games.
I did. Oh my God. Talking about other games, I was so excited. The new banner dropped in Genshin Impact, and I got
Not a game though.
not one. It is a game, but
It's not a game. It's a ripoff.
two of the main character that I was going for.
It's a ripoff though.
It's a fun ripoff, though. It is a lot of fun. It's a fun game. It's not
Fair enough.
totally
Sure.
a ripoff,
You have
but it's a
well-
fun game. It's fun. I had fun. I have fun. I very much enjoy playing, even though I suck at it. I'm terrible. I am not like
It's
good
fine.
by any stretch of the imagination at it. But it's fun. And I like running around as like a little anime person.
But anyway, back to the topic at hand. I don't know what finishing the weekly is going to do. I don't think it's going to unlock any more story. I don't know if we have a quest to go into Torghast to look for one of the broker dudes. Nope. He's not a broker. Is he a broker? He's a broker. Yes, one of the cartel dudes from the V cartel or whatever.
I don't know. I'm gonna rely on you for that because at that point I wasn't paying much attention.
You
I
weren't
was
paying
just,
much attention anyway.
I was just clicking
The
and
whole
no, I started paying attention.
No, you were clicking, going, "God damn it! Quit giving me quest items."
Yeah, I was
Because
so,
my
I
bags
was
are
so
full.
mad. Oh, I was so mad. It's frustrating. Like, come on. Quality of life.
The winter cream.
The winter cream.
I could not say that tonight.
It was so funny.
I
He
haven't even
said
been
it.
drinking
He
today.
said it all day today. It's been winter cream, winter cream, winter. And every time he says it, I say winter cream.
I
and
don't.
he's like,
I don't
"Yep."
know what the hang up is with that. I'm tired. It's been a long
funny.
day.
It's so funny. Your mouth is just like, nope.
And getting up at 4:00 is tiring.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. What else? What else was
Why
exciting?
don't you try saying that again with real words
With real words and not me yawning because now you made me tired.
by saying I got up early?
Yeah.
Did you do any Torghast at all?
No,
No, not
we
yet.
have not.
We have
I
to
don't
do
know.
that.
Maybe we'll do it.
We
tonight.
can do it tonight if you want.
So we started kind of like at 2:30. We took a little bit of break, did a little bit of
we
housework.
went till like 7.
We did housework. And we also
Okay.
ate.
Yeah.
Dinner.
All right. So maybe
So,
6.
So maybe 4 hours
Yeah.
worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Just kind of going through it at a moderate pace.
It was
you
a
know.
lot.
I was holding us back because I was
You were
reading the
holding
quest.
us back. I would have just gone through and just knocked them all out and had no clue what was going on. I still have no clue what's going on. I don't even care. Honestly, I feel terrible saying that, but I don't. I'm not. I don't know what it is. I'm not engaged with this story, and I don't know. I don't know why. It's probably me. It's probably a very compelling story, but for some reason, it's just
I feel like you are just frustrated with the game in general.
Yeah.
So nothing about it interests
Well,
you.
I'm frustrated.
And I don't understand why.
I'm frustrated with the Sylvanas thing I am. I'm frustrated with we are always the ones who have the war chief go bad. We're always the ones. God damn it. Do something interesting. Shake up the frickin' alliance. Make, and sure, you could say, oh, well, they're doing that now, but they're not because
Yeah, what
he's
are they
not
doing?
he's not doing it of his own accord. It's not,
Well, it's not even that, like,
them
Tyranda's
going
off
bad.
running around doing stuff.
Tyranda's off running around doing stuff and, blah, blah, blah. But
It-
not for nothing, but that's justifiable.
Just how about we
I get
just
it. How about-
maybe totally nearly decimate an entire population of one of the races? Yes, we did that when we burned the Night Elves.
Yeah.
What would have been nice? Not like nice for like the players, but just for like an in-game flavor. If they just randomly picked like 70% of Night Elf characters
And just deleted them?
and made them and forced them into a race change, like this character's dead, or made them Death Knights.
Well, oh my God.
Oh, that's so sad.
That would have been terrible.
I know it would have been terrible, but it would have been interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I get it. I get where you're
guess-
going with that.
I
but
guess the players like
would
all-
Can you
riot?
imagine how many uwus would have just rage quit and canceled their account?
But I guess because the player characters are really like not meant to be like
Right there.
populated in the thousands.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, there's only one Mall Walker.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's me, by the
That's
way.
me.
It's me.
it's me.
It's me.
I don't know. I have 25 Death Knights, so I mean,
No, it's the Mall Walker. You're blah 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 in our something something. You're supposed to be here. This is amazing, Mall Walker.
Yeah.
And he looks up and there's fucking a billion
A
of us
line
sitting
of
there.
them,
yeah,
Me
like
next!
We all had the prophecy, by the way.
well, yeah, and that dude like was. Oh, they kept saying anchor.
Yeah.
We were having fun with that.
Yeah. You were having
I was having fun saying I was gonna
Yes.
drop anchor.
Yeah. Oh my God. We don't need to talk
But they
about
kept wanting to inspect our anima.
They did keep wanting to inspect
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right. I'm telling you, I'm convinced Venereal is the one to save the day of this expansion.
You think so? I think that she is
I think
like
she's-
so shady. She made us
No.
steal somebody's backpack and
Yeah, she stole shit.
No, she
She's-
filled it up.
she's
She filled it up.
she's stealing shit from
she went there. She goes, "Oh, yeah." Before
And-
we,
Okay,
And she's
let's
been-
be fair. How
and-
much shit do we loot out of that
and
zone? as
she's
soon as we
been
got there?
dropping all the things all the time. Oh, it's lucrative for me. Oh, I mean us. Like
This
I mean
thing
it's-
literally just smashed into the mall, and then a bunch of ants come out of a portal and start flowing over it, taking all the mines, and all the animals are dying, and we're getting all the pets and stuff, and all the secrets that are sitting there. We're pulling on the eggs, everything we can get. That
She's
thing,
just-
that place is bare.
she's like
no, I think this, all the new stuff with. I think they're leaning into that aspect of her character a little bit too heavily.
they very
Because-
heavily. It was much
'Cause
more
it-
heavy than it was,
just
originally.
Quest. Where
On the
she's like,
nose, yeah.
"Oh, you need to do this for us," and
Well,
you
for
know,
me, I mean us.
yeah, like I think
And
they
it's
leaned
going to
into that
benefit
too
you,
heavy.
and they did lean in on that.
I think they,
yeah.
they
Oh god, it's gonna be Odin, isn't it? You said-
I
wait, I
mean-
said that before. No, I said Zorval. What did I say?
I don't remember.
I said that before.
Zorval.
Venari was gonna be somebody.
I see. Odin would kind of make sense, except the stuff that she's having us
like
do.
before, whenever Odin was like sending you through the trials as different forms or whatever in Legion. During the quest line, he does different. He is in this form, old man form, and he's
Oh yeah, when he's like, "Oh, go get the fish and put the fish on the
Yeah.
fire and carve up
Oh,
the."
yeah.
I mean, but that's a typical
right.
like Norse story
Yeah.
of Odin. He's like the wanderer
Yeah.
and the old man kind of thing. Like that's
I think
like they're gonna stick by that. Come on.
I
no,
think
that's.
I think Venarial's going to be the final boss.
I think that
Of WoW. Of WoW.
Of WoW. It's this expansion is it. It's the final countdown right now.
Well,
and
I think-
Venarial is going to be the
I do
the final
think
boss.
like the broker cartels and all that stuff are going. There's going to be some like because they exist outside of like they came from somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like they're visiting the Shadowlands. They're not from there. And like in the very beginning, right? There was all this talk of them.
Yeah.
Like all this like whisper, like you'd hear them in the talking about how things were going to be good for them and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it was really shady sounding. So maybe that's just like the whole race as a whole. Like
They're all
like
super
goblins,
shady?
but they're more mercantile
Shady.
than goblins. Like not as maybe whatever. Maybe they're really just goblins. Maybe they're
Maybe that's goblins. Like that's where they go
Oh.
for the Shadowlands. When
Vina-
they die, they turn into
Brokers.
brokers.
Venari is really Gallywix.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh, wait, he's not dead. Where is he? He ran off.
Didn't he
He
go to
did?
Sylvanas?
Oh, he left.
Didn't he put his
When?
he put his
When?
yeah, because we got somebody else in charge.
After Sylvanas left
Yeah,
and
he
fled
went with.
after she killed Sourfang,
Thought he went with.
he left. I don't know if he went with her, like directly
Or just
with her.
because he had been working with her, so he
Yeah,
left
he
the
burned a
he
bunch of
hightailed it out.
papers and
Yeah.
all that stuff and got out because he was pretty much
Because we put the other goblin in charge. Right.
the guy that built the garrison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah, so I don't know where he's at. It'll be
He's
interesting.
not much of a threat. Just send him back just for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
gonna-
afraid of the ghosts and stuff like
Gonna
that.
whack people on the head with his
Azurite cane,
yep,
his pimp stick.
his pimp stick.
Um,
That's it.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Venari could. Why can't I talk?
Winter
Venari.
Green.
Yeah, the winter cream.
Winter cream.
The Winter Green.
Yeah,
By
I
The
don't.
Winter Green.
I could see Venari being one of the more altruistic brokers because even though she's benefiting, she is still helping.
I mean, let's be realistic. We still don't know enough about
No. We don't know
them as a
anything.
whole.
So again, so these are the brokers, right? And they're very similar to the ethereals. Where the fuck are the ethereals? You know, the space mummies.
They were. I thought they were awesome. I mean,
Right.
they had their good side.
I
and bad
like
side,
them
but they did-
too.
Right, yeah, because they, we had all the good ones that we helped in
Maybe
the
they're
Grand,
maybe that's what the brokers.
but then you had the bad ones on.
Like in mana tombs and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah, they were there too, but I was more so thinking in Legion when we were on, Argus, like in Macquarie or whatever, like that whole temple, they were all in there. Where you fight the turned Naru,
Oh,
they were
yeah.
all over the place there too.
Yeah.
Like that whole zone, Macquarie or whatever.
You got a sharp memory.
You do
Jeez.
because I don't remember very much about Macquarie at all. I didn't spend a lot of time. I did not spend
Hey,
a lot of time
Macarena.
in
Huh.
that doing. I don't think I even finished all of that quest line, the quest zone.
'Cause your
Maybe I
bags
did,
were full?
but probably. Jesus, I'm sure they were. It was Legion, and I was flipping around specs like mad, and yeah.
I don't know. I think overall, I think there's some interesting developments happening in the story. They're starting to bring stuff in that was kind of hinted at. The whole Odin stuff I think is being brought to the forefront, and that's good. And hopefully they will maybe address the
I'm glad they addressed his eye.
his responsibility in causing Helia to be the way she is.
No, they're not going to do that. No, they're not going to do that. It would be nice if they did, but I don't think they will because it's not in his character to address that.
It's not. I don't mean him personally. I mean
No.
throughout in the context of the game, in the story.
Right, right.
Maybe somebody will
Point it out to
confront
him and be like,
about
"Hey,
it.
you're a
Like,
douche."
Like, look, she's like this because you did these things and lied about it.
Yeah.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. It was. I didn't finish Ardenweald stuff, so I don't know how much Tyrande played into that to lead up to where she is. I did so. like in Discord, you guys were talking about a loon. Does a loon show up, or were you guys just bullshitting about stuff?
What are you talking about?
Talking to Brian, like him and some other people were just
Talking about
saying
a loon?
things about a loon. I don't know if it was just like I don't think a loon's like shown up yet, right?
No, remember she was talking to Sylvanas.
What I was saying, I don't remember.
Something.
Sylvanas was talking about how.
No, I know what we've seen.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I said jailer is a loon.
Okay, so you were just being a smartass. Okay.
Well, no. I mean, I'm being very conspiracy theory-ish person whenever I say it because of how
That would be
she
interesting.
was not allowed to kill Sylvanas.
That's interesting.
I mean,
I think
that
that
whole
was-
ruse was for them to get the sigil out. I don't think that was that planned out. I mean, it was
No.
planned out, but I don't think it was planned out like, centuries in
I
the
don't-
making. But
I think it was a loon didn't want Tyrande to have that on her.
And that was
You
weird.
know?
Well, maybe.
well, not to mention that like Sylvanas is still or was an high elf, right? Or high elf? She was a high
High
elf,
elf.
wasn't she?
Yeah.
So did they have a loon based?
Yeah, I mean they were all like the high elves.
All the elves.
All the elves were together.
there
So
was-
they started as trolls and then they turned into elves. And there was the high elves and the night elves, right?
The night elves were a result of the
The-
Moon
world tree.
All,
Moon-
all the elves world.
yeah.
The
Were-
the world.
yeah, because they were
the
trolls
The
originally.
the well of eternity
Yeah.
is what you're trying to say. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the trolls became elves because of their proximity to that, and then after it was destroyed, I think is when you had the
The
factions.
highborn.
Yeah, because they talk about that in Dire Maul.
Because Ashara was the queen of the highborn.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not up on my elf history because I don't care.
There's some lore. There was lore in Dire Maul at one point. Because you go there on one of the wings, you go around towards the end, and you go into an area where a bunch of like
Yeah. The
blood elf looking people are.
the Highborn.
What are they called? Are they Highborn there?
Yeah.
I thought something else.
What was that faction called that they took out? It was one of the factions
Oh,
for,
yeah. It was in
and-
in Dire Maul.
and they added it to the.
It's for the insane title.
Oh, it's not there anymore.
No, they took it out when those elves joined the.
because they're all mages when they join the
Alliance.
alliance. Yep.
I feel like it starts with an S or an F.
I
gotta look it
I don't
up.
know. We'll look it up. We'll address it next week.
I can't remember.
No, we won't. We're gonna
No, we
address it
won't.
now.
We're gonna forget. Look it up now. Look it up.
But yeah, so
Shendralar.
Shendrala. Yeah, that's it. Yep. As soon
Okay.
as you started saying it, I remembered it. Yep.
yeah, but what was I getting at? Oh, when I thought it was cool when Tyrande basically said that, a loon gave her the strength, but the wrath was all hers.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
I
kind of
thought she
badass.
looked so badass. She really did. She looked good. Like
Right.
that was some good. She looked good.
And then like she powered up, and
Like
like
nothing.
it did like a Superman jump or like a comet jump
Yeah.
to like catch Sylvanas. But did you see when the power started fading?
Mm-hmm.
Like it looked like a moon was being eclipsed on her head. Mm-hmm. I thought that was cool too.
That was cool.
And I don't know what that signifies. I don't know. I mean, obviously it was a weakening
Yeah.
of her power. And I don't know if Elune was withdrawing everything from her or just like that momentary like boost that she got.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to find that out. And then Ysera showed up and nearly
Yeah.
stomped on.
I thought
Sylvana.
Ysera was gonna eat Sylvanas. I was like, just snatch her up in your jaws and crunch her up. Jim would have been unhappy, but that's okay.
I mean, I get to see.
Don't even. Do not. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Snip that out.
I didn't say anything.
Damn it. Jeez.
Anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and we'll just go ahead and
And then there.
call it a night and end it
Okay.
there. We pretty much just kind of talked through the basic initial storyline stuff. You know, talked about some. Those are just my notes.
I know.
I took notes while we were playing, so we had something to talk about. So I had something to remember. What I
Hell
want-
yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about a bunch of stuff. Jim can't say Winter Queen.
Winter Cream. You said it right.
That's right. I thought about it this time instead of just
Winter
trying
cream.
to say it.
That winter cream.
Yeah, and we just, I don't know. 9-1's out. There's still a lot more, I think, to explore to see kind of what some of the new systems are out there. New Raid's not coming out for like another week. So, anyway, thanks everybody for listening.
Thank you.
You can check us out at facebook.com/server restart in, or shoot us a tweet at server_restart. And get you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.